mbokay ñu ngi leen a jaajëfal di leen dalal di leen nuyu si spécial programme bi nga xam ne yéen a ngi ko seetaan time bii nii man maay Ibrahima Balde di leen jaajëfal saa su ne si toppa bi ngeen dee toppa QTV a new era in broadcasting the first private television station in the Gambia ñu ngi leen a jaajëfal di leen ne tey spécial programme la ñoo am programme bi nga xam ne soo leen toogee ngeen dal tuuti soo leen ko seetaanee di ngeen si kontaan di ngeen si bég ba pare seen yaram tam dina daw ndaxte loole naa jëlee ak jàngee si programme bi dina am nekk ay mbégte te itam di ngeen gën a fonka li nga xam ne loolu la ñu ñëw waxtaan fii tey nag lu ñoo waxtaanee mooy Gambia Police Band bi ñu ngi fii si band house bi si Kanifing mi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo amee bépp façon event bi nga xam ne state event la te itam state function rek ñoom ñoo ko amee te nag suñ waxtaan bi dañoo laajte gaay laajte yi nga xam ne dafa jëm si seen liggéey ak lu tax gaay taxawal baan bi loolu lu am solo la kon ñu ne leen stay tuned di leen jaajëfal di leen ne thank you very much for tuning all the time lu ñoo def mooy ñu ngi ànd ak kilifa yi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo nekk kilifa baan bi ñu introduce seen boppa
jërëjëf Balde Banna man la Superintendent Ousmane Faye maay député police band master bi presently suma band master bi dafa am dëj unfortunately mënut a teewee waaw mënut a ñëw maa fi nekk ak suma second in command bi
dëgg la jërëjëf thank you
I am Superintendent Modu SR Kujabi, Commanding Officer, Sibanor Police Division. Sibanor Police Division.
Yes, and our next panelist.
Good morning, staff from
The mic
QTV
up. Yes.
and my own people, the Gambia Police Band. I am DSP Fabakari Tamba. I joined the Gambia Police Force on the 1st of January 1990, and I started as a constable, rose to the rank of Deputy Superintendent of Police. Good morning to you all.
Thank you very much. Tey dina fi tànga ndaxte tey ay joola ñooma round waaye tey calit du am bàcceen mu ngi sumaal waaye moom séeréer la all right so lu ñoo def mooy dañoo bàyyee band master bi moom mu jox ñu tuuti si li nga xam ne moo nekk lu baan bi di def.
Stand up.
Thank you jërë ngeen jëf thank you yaram daw na comme nu ma leen ko waxee tey ñu ngi si band house bi sa Kanifing dinañ am waxtaan yu am solo yi nga xam ne dañ ko waxtaan ak ñooñu ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekk police band bi seen kilifa yi comme national anthem mi nga xam ne def nañ ko fii man dama dee wax am na ñoo xam ne sax ñu ne ma si sub-region bi Gambia moo am national anthem boo xam ne moo gën a ne te national anthem bi soo ko déggee rek sa xol bi dafa tooy ba pare nga bugga sa dëkka ba pare bugga taxawal sa dëkka ba pare bugga rey sa bopp pour sa dëkka ma ne ngaa déedéet man national anthem bi worldwide man Gambia moo ma gënal ndaxte nuñ ko composé ak nu ko police band bi dee play dafa unique waaye lu ñoo def mooy dañoo waxtaan ak deputy bandmaster bi wax ñu tuuti history band bi.
jërëjëf Balde Banna man mi wax yow man Superintendent Ousmane Faye may join ci force bi initially maa ngi join 1984 I joined the then field force then turned to gendarmerie. In 1985 I was moved to the army. We then who from the army band. maa ngi fa ba 89 ma bàyyi foofu ñëw in the police band in 1990 and I went through all the ranks from first class up to where I am today. la nga wax waxtaan bu baax fi te bu neex band bi ëmb na lu bëree bëri te band bi am na lu bëri lu ñu mën a def fii am na lu te bëri lu ñu fi defoon tamit ci njiitalu suñu mag yi njëkk yi liñ fekk fi liñ doon na te ñun tamit roy leen toppa si seen kaw band bi lu bëri lañ mën a def suñu it's not part of ñu ngi bost waaye ci région bi fii tey national anthem of any country so far we play best more than any of them. And I can attest to that. And everybody can attest to that. Yes. We pare band bi tamit ni ko sosé won pour jamal rek. Police band lu bari lañ def even riot team we peacekeeping mission like riot police band rek amon lolu fi Baton Rouge no one Baton Rouge dañu play music di bégal nit ñi di ci jamm. Pour mun di taxate am rek police band dañu gëna dem di play pour nit ñi mëna dal seen dal. Loolu fekk na police band te ñun suñu fonction si mooy seen fonction like independence guard of honors dem like state functions like dina gala dina yooyu noonu ñoo ko dee play fii lu nekk la ñoo def daal anything like music te li ñu gën a lifin mooy any anthem nga xam ne maire mu war a ñëw fii anthem am su ñëwee instantly ñun ñoo ko dee njëkk a am te ñun ñoo ko dee njëkk a génne through the help of the past people like Mbaye Diop, Master C ak Nicole. While anyway, du ma si elaborate much on that. There is somebody
because lu ma doon xalaat mooy da ngaa gis leader bi nga xam ne jógee na dëkkam mu ñëw fii naka la police band bi dee mun a composer anthem seen dëkka quickly. For example nañ ne Ghana te Ghanaian président bi su ñëwee da ngaa gis police band bi dañoo tëgga national anthem Ghana bi.
waaw loolu xam-xam buñ jàngala easy wut nag yombut because pour nekk a band man yombut music is a different language of its own right waaye ñun am nañ book bu nga xam ne di world anthem su ne léegi like a person is coming here te amuñ anthem bi dañoo use the book to enact the anthem from the book waa nga jox ko si very instrument because there are different instruments dañ ko dee divide into parts loolu foo nga jàng ko loolu foog nga jàng ko loolu du noonu rek toog rek def ko non.
ok loolu foog nga xam ko
waaw because xam nga ne soo gisee baan ma ne ñuy géwél lañ ñuy sabakal la fejakat lañ waaye at the behind it you don't know what's there.
am na lu bëri
lu bëri fa nekkan music boo is a different thing. music dafa laa rek mel ni sow. so lu fa taxaw lu si bokk def laa woon.
dëgg la
musique noonu la mel. lu fa dugg rek te bokku si rek. boobu de
dañoo ñëwaat nañ waxtaan ak ASP Kujabi Superintendent Kujabi how long has this band been in existence?
Thank you very much, Balde. It's a very good question. We're talking about the emergence and evolution of the band.
True.
The band, we can say it emerged way back in 1870. Right. It serves two purposes, and that is political and social functions. The band, was designed and introduced by the colonialists for the purpose of consolidating colonial, authority over the people of the Gambia. The band was assigned to march through the different communities, particularly troublesome regions, which do not recognize colonialism in the Gambia or the colonialists in the Gambia. The band was used as a PR. In fact, there is a popular picture online way back in 1889, for which you will see the band, and then with the king of Fuladu, then king of Fuladu, Musa Molo. It is griots, and then his traditional drummers playing with the band, right, on a PR mission. You can see the band, like it is also like designed for ceremonies, state functions. Whenever there are dignitaries, for instance, state dignitaries, the band will be out there to actually receive them with melodious tunes. It was also, the band was also, like we said, way back in 1900, the band was it was the PR of the police, not only the police, but in fact it was the PR of the government of the day. You can imagine, it was the PR of the government of the day. It was a very effective tool or instrument that actually brought in people together. It was also used for, say, to enhance conscription of the second and of the First and the Second World War. We're talking about 1930. We are talking about 1914, 1918. That was the First World War. At the same time, the Second World War, 1939, 1945. The band was used to enhance, conscription. Like it will play across the country and try to encourage people to actually take up, war duties, in defense of the colonialists at the time. A lot of thousands or hundreds of Gambians actually participated in war duties as a result of the influence of the band. Right? So the band was very key and so instrumental, when it comes to political issues, when it comes to conflict, when it comes to social gathering, when it comes, in fact, when the colonialists needed people on certain tasks, it was the band that actually was used to mobilize, the Gambians to actually, come to the venues where such activities will be conducted.
True.
All right.
True.
Yes, so the importance of the band and its emergency with its evolution cannot be over-glorified.
Absolutely. So we'll move to our next panelist on the program. We want to know, what type of songs does the band play?
Thank you very much, Mr. Balde.
It will be important if we can do that in the Mandinka language.
Okay. Baraka bache, Mr. Balde. Elenyi nkaronye akuma yata bachele. Police band bintolbe tembo mento. Ete mira chuno chunla. Wenda na cultural chuno lambang for western chun lambang ndolka bele play. Be as I speak, we have all the tribes in the police band here, but each of these tribes we have their tune. We play tunes in Jola, Mandinka, Fula, Sarahule, Manjako. We play all.
Wow, nice.
This was a task.
That's real talent.
This was a task given to us by the former IGP Yankuba Sonko, that all the tribes in the police band should come up with a song, of which we did. And today, Bimba Mbola Kono Dal, sorry for going into English. Bimba Mbola Kono. Because near you be bravo fonye. Jola musudo bankona jang anin jola den kilo nada serelo fana bankona jang serel den kilo nada
ndeysaan
e fon baadi umbe jang fulo fana nan fula den kilo nada bi tilola ni siel bele den kilo bam bulu janna ni nara tubabol fana na fandal la ka me ko western music o fana alhamdulillah ya any western music samana ja even in the arab world ele music ko bebe bulu janna adun ka bele play bi alhamdulillah komi nabo sia fa nyame nyimu fende me alon ko ntol fana nga karande
to nyala
na predecessors nga kara wala bul adun yanin barkol bulantol fana
to nyalam
adun nga muta bacelen tol fana men ban ya dumala mfana we are also trying to recruit them bol fana dida kanne pour soma hanin tol tijang et tol fana nu wolba continuer la
so laftale pour kalong katung adatita dame anda be dame sai ale improvement Jumal leje ka foko okay saying police band abota from 1 saying maybe abe 8 or 10 laftale isafo ni okay mol ye nyinni active
alhamdulillah o fana beti adabaji because bi ni ajube bundal la balor many alon ko be support di kan gambe police band la o bundal ni aje be support di lanna yenna performance le yenna mañal le mamma on wolleje Gambians in the diaspora be support di kan gambe police band la wol natali ya foye sawo sang ya programme o londi pour ni ko men ko sawo sang e kon na mamma woni ngake ake fenne falin itol fawna life kono so wo kammala you support samba nyanan serun nyum watola mo fana bodna Ghana police is a musician
okay
ka va chief inspector Eli o fana nata jang a fana nata le support di Gambia police force ban la jang seri nyum wato nabi jang for almost 3 weeks nabe nyokanja baro fana atarun kola report men send to the office of the IGP member of his sending IGP bal so Gambia police ban na kuoto akon nit ñi bano ay support men ñin ka na wo soto wallahi West Africa ja wonte
to nyala
ako even with this standard medamen thing akay country jamal made he's a professor in music akata yayo bankol kan keta music la barakay Gambia police force ban na performance ja nyamen sub region wonte
exactly.
We are above them mbole central. So say we want to compete with the world,
the international world.
International world. So
it's important. Dañ bëggoon nga wax ñu naka lañ dee tànne ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo nekk ñu bokk ci band bi naka lañ dee defee sélection bi.
ok man mi wax yow man bi ma ñëw ci band bi am benn musical background waaye through the effort bi ma ñëwee fii li ma jàngal. From A.
Okay, so you don't need.
So legi, God so good. Ñun tax suñu gis improvement mooy ok léegi suñu bëggee jël band nit dañ dee dem from the scout band at least am nañu knowledge of blowing the instrument not actually reading the music but have the knowledge of how to blow the instruments then from there you observe leen isi leen jàngal leen the music itself. Whilst they can play the instruments.
Okay.
Noonu lañ di observer.
Noonu lañ ko dee léegi lu ñoo def mooy dañoo ànd ak band bi si boppam gars yi entertain ñu tuuti suñ fa jógee rek ñu continuer waxtaan bi tey mbokkaay ñu ne ñu ngi fii si band house bi Kanifing ànd ak police band ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo amee bépp façon yi entertainment bu nekkee ne réew mi ñoo nekk di def event te itam event yu bëri yi nga xam ne police band bi gis nañ leen si match pass yi gis nañ leen si events yi gis nañ leen different places kon seen taxaw dafa important si réew mi dem nañ sax am na event yoo xam ne su police band bi ñëwut mu ngi mel ni event bi am na lu des kon lu ñoo def ñu jël police band bi ñu ñëwaat. ngeen jëf boobu yaaga nañ ko dégga depuis suñ time xale mooy liggéey jot na Gambia moom na boppam bëggoon nañ tuuti ñu waxtaan si song buñ compose ni léegi liggéey jot na lan mooy history behind this song.
xam nga li behind this song ci li ma ci xam mooy ne bi Gambie amee seen boppa mooy independence léegi mu ngi wone ne léegi dañu yore woon léegi ñoo yore suñu boppa fu mu léegi time jot na pour ñu jóg ñu liggéeyal suñu boppa dan ñu liggéeyal keneen wala yaakaar keneen léegi moo aussi liggéey jot na bi
mu ngi mel ni bii dañ ko compose because of independence.
Because of independence.
dëgg la let's talk about how does this band engage with the community.
Yes, like if the community actually needed the services of the band, there is a procedure you have to go through. That is, you make a request through the bandmaster, and then a specific date and time will be given as per your request. But like the previous day, or in the olden days, the band actually, said at Makati Square around 1930, coming down to 1945, the band was usually found playing, entertaining the public on Sundays in the evening. And these were, moments for which, the public were very much, appreciated. They appreciated the efforts of the band in terms of their entertainment and so forth. So, as I alluded earlier on, the band had played some multifaceted or multi-functions, towards the development of the Gambia, not only of the Gambia Police Force, but the entire country, right? So you can see the band was even used during 1932, coming down to 1936, when there was a yellow fever epidemic. The bandsmen were used on quarantine, restriction enforcement. The bandsmen were used, deployed to making sure that the quarantine restrictions are adhered to, right, in order to protect life and property of the people of the Gambia. So the importance or the functions or the roles performed by the band definitely, is commendable. Is commendable.
That's true. Yo, more laftale hanisa andronga kacha. Jumalle munung nyimbano kebalti. Karaka munda ko ye doku nyimmaleke. Bere nyimbano lota.
Alhamdulillah, Mr. Balde, comme il a fait Nyamendal, na predecessors na kebalu ndalga mel terande janu mandol terande jang. Hankabi ele tubabol kavme legacy bal to ban janto. Bi ntolbe bola no makam. Ye doku kendo menke bi alhamdulillah ntolbe benefit ka walla, and every Gambian is benefiting from that. Music jama bijang e bodo nyimem from play kanti ligue jotna comme ya fanyame nying ata compostal immediately after independence. The first president sa Dawda ay nyine tandi molla ko silante sito sidal mbe molla bulu nun kunu bimbota walla bulum fawngol fongo e bangan tawsidi nganna banko doku
Tonya.
wala dina yaji bala slogan was tesito wala mala slogan tin ko Gambia benga finde ngan tawsidi nganna banko doku ay tañato wala nyindi ko liggéey jotna wala do ko sitale Gambia mon na bopam Gambia fonce dole so ni e fonce de buga depend mo kan ko de kede il faut le ke tawsidi yela banko doku aliyata ñato
Tonya lam.
so nyin den kilo nyin me asafe wala keta bandmaster Mbay Job aning bandmaster ni kulle fonko atodum sorry atoni joint effort
Itolle asafe.
itolle joint effort ni itolle asafe ya den kilo nyim funtindi
Okay.
so bintol be wo nafa kono
So akamunda ko nying don kilo police ban le asafe.
indeed very well
Because nga moy artist Jamal Fanankala, the likes of Maslow Fanangajele,
Exactly.
I odo Sifala. But originally it's from the police band.
about a police band ko min ka fanya men copyright
Ha.
yalo be siari musician ol kono bachel
Tonya
but den kilo nying it was composed by the Gambia Police Band wala den kilo nying funtindi
Ndeysaan.
silambe tilomento bi ban jama kala
Tonya.
ada manda nying chuno damala de chuno siata meni alon ko police band le ya funtindi because comme na boss ya fanya men police band manke bi police band a metale adi ken musicien jama ba to mo nyim banko kanjang abo futalo point otole na boss bo futalo point otole musicien jama tambita jam meni alo ni ko ni be jarta police band ete balde fombo so soro kelal e ba la hani but na boss bo point otole
police band
be tambita ni jandela
That would be very interesting.
na boss
Wowe kuma yala bake. Dañ bëggoon nga wax ñu tuuti police band bi yan international events lañ play ndaxte da nga gis yeneen dëkk seen police band bi dañoo dem ñu perform international events dañoo dem fu nekk nekkut state events rek waaye dañ leen di invite pour ñu mun a dem si different dëkk ndax ñun am nañ chance boobu noonu.
Balde Banna jërëjëf sa laajte boobu lu am de solo la parce que loolu bi nga waxee ba wax boobu noonu loolu daf ma tuuti loo dafa tuuti loo police band with all the effort man time ma jon ak léegi bu amee it benn la nekk muy Sénégal boobu sam pare match la ñoo yóbbu pare waaye bu moyee loolu musuñ koo am loolu dafa doy yaram because musuñu am loolu with the effort all the policemen yi def.
waaw
musuñu am loolu.
waaye xanaa yow lan moo waral loolu ndaxte police band warut a nekk fekk perform international events loolu man daf ma jaaxal.
waaw lii problème mooy.
that is impossible, it's unheard of.
waaw lii tax loolu man li ma si gis man si man suma view. nit yi delloo njukkal parce que police band ñu bëree fee jaar. te nekk nañ daal te am nañ sañ-sañ bi am nañ doole bi pour invite policemen internationally.
dégg
soo seetee people like Patouré i Fambondi.
waaw Fambondi waaw dégg naa ko.
Senemi Teelo fii la jógee.
fii la ñu nekkoon
Buba Touré Buba Jammeh fii la nekkoon.
waaw.
ba tey am na fu mu nekk nii sax presently am na ex bandman si nga xam ne ñu ngi in UK they have their bands playing like Gabu Prom Solo Mané. and so on duñ jeex ñu bëri lañ. loolu moo tax ma ne la soo waxee lii. def ñu dee tuuti loo parce que ñu ngi fay njukkal. police band am na ñu yóbbu place bu bëree bëri.
dëgg la
dañoo am nañ doole bi sañ-sañ bi invite police band international o def di link. yow waaye am na keneen si ñoom Gabu Prom kooku time effort trop. parce que link bi nekk di diaspora bi li kii Tamba wax.
waaw
ak band bi Gabu Prom contribute na si. through Mr Fall ak Malick Ndiok. def naa ne kooku moom try na waaye doo mu ñoo dem waaye gis nga effort bu ñu def. ñoo ñu ngi sponsor band bi du ñu dimbale pour try seet ni ñu dimbale band bi ñu am ñu dem jàngi. pour ëllëg for the future.
waaw dëgg la dëgg la interesting mbokkaay ñu ngi leen a jaajëfal di leen ne yéen a ngi seetaan spécial programme bi fii si QTV ñu ànd ak police band bi ba pare ñu ngi fii si band house bi Kanifing di waxtaan ak gaay luy cosaani police band bi ndaxte da ngaa digga si digga ñu ne police band waaye bugga nañ ñu xam cosaani police band bi loolu lu am solo la I just want us to talk about how does the police band receive invitations for events?
Yes, as I alluded to previously, that usually there is a procedure. If you actually need their services, you have to make a formal request, and it will pass through their leadership, and then finally they will reach out to you, right? But you mentioned something very important. That song that talks about Ligue Jotna.
Yes.
Right. You can see that is the Gambianization process. Let me tell you, made it very clear. Gambianization started with the band. The Gambianization process of Gambians taking ownership of institutions, of units within the services. It started with the Gambia Police Band. This was way back in 1954. That is when SSC, who was the first band master of the Gambia, the first band master of the Gambia, right, was SSC. That was before then. It was expatriates. It was colonialists who were usually, responsible for the direction of organization and management of the band, right? But not until when on the 1st of December 1954, SSC Serif Amadou Sy was made the first Gambian band master. And after when he actually went to the Royal Musical, school at Netherlands in London, right? He performed extremely well. And then, because in those days, before ever you become a band master, you have to undergo some trainings. It's unlike now. That band mastership is based on who is the most senior within the band. It wasn't like that. But they had to be sent for courses.
You have to go through so many trainings.
There is a course you do first called the People's Course. That will last 1 year. And band mastership for 3 years, which is not happening today.
Then being a band master is not an easy thing.
It's a Herculean task. It was very difficult. You have to undergo some academic, tutorial classes.
Wow.
In London. Not now. It is not happening. Serif Amadou Sy did it. You had Nichols also did it. You also have Bai Job was the last colonial band master to be trained.
But why is it not happening
Because
now?
this ignorance, people don't research. People don't find out. And there's less interest on the band. The band is neglected. This is what I can say, comfortable. It's neglected. Because what used to be within the band is not what is found.
Okay.
We are not seeing it.
Okay. All right. Interesting conversation out here. Akumayara bake hanisai. Alkala police duty anim ban duty nyin samba nyadile.
Alhamdulillah, Mr. Balde. Nyinen karo kumayata bake. Yemo moje sirin jantembi police ban abdo ko la koto. We've all passed through this process. Recruiting.
Oh, you also did this?
Indeed. Mbenga police training killer.
So what are they doing now? They are rolling?
Yeah, indeed, they are rolling. This is part of their training.
It's part of the training, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, Eboka cannot ban personality while Imanta police training school. Ebe training killer for a period of 6, 7, 8 months, some up to 1 year. Ebe training killer.
Okay.
Which goes with classes. What classes? Well, laws of the Gambia for as a police officer.
Okay.
Yes. So you momo je sirinja be passed or process wala.
Ayo background.
Then from there, ni pass out from there. Ni nata jam fanando. Another classes nka wala fana start again. We have lecturers among us here. About 3 of them.
Okay.
Many are learning recruiter pass out from the training school. Ni ftade jang. Wala fana nka will engage theory of music. Because it musical practical or kenwala ntoleni music sifa whilst even theory first theory of music e will follow karan follow
okay
for ile fahmaro e jamfo kono is na instrument of fanandile na ta what we call practical
so akamunta ko instrumento abuka diwo nyama wo fanan akidi nyama ninga classes ke mo mo tebe betiala area mento ban master fana ala ya fana so ham olale okay
akalo ne nyimbe beti ala clarinet wala ay samba clarinet nyimbe beti ala sax ay samba sax
okay
nyimbe beti ala horn ay samba horn adu jama na ko nyama mbuke problem sort at the end of the day
to nyale
momo ningo practical of fana commence with the instrument as time goes on you become professional musicians. Yeah. So tembo.
To nyalem. Akumara bake mbadingolu mbal kontonna albe QTV le jibe kang. Malnal badingo Ibrahima Balde. Bidung mfelale kanifing ban house. Mbijanne ka police ban la do ko jibe num fanan ka kacha police la tariko fonye nila kebal le be sirinjang pour ñing kacha sa fanundi. Bugon nañ nga wax ñu yow bokka si ban bi ban yëg-yëg nga si am si sa personality as member of the band.
Man gis ma gis si man si ma wax si band bi man proud naa si loolu trop because ci band bi jàng naa fi lu musa jàng si man la balaa maa juga si band bi te liggéey naa different people jëkk naa si different habits da ba pare expérience lu bëri si band bi both internal external expérience naa loolu ok ñëw si tamit si Tamba li moo wax noonu police band mun naa wax ne jàmbaar lañ koo fi gis mu toog fi jàmbaar la parce que su ñëwee si musique bi tey mun ngaa jëlee a police officer from band here yóbbu ko as an SO to the station dina ko man dem because am na the skills waaye technique even the high rank from up there bring him here dafa start from scratch 6 years taxut nga play music so ku dem jël time boobu noonu wees ko li moo laaj mooy ndimbala laaj
waaw dëgg la
ndimbala laaj dëgg ba pare gis bu ñi toog nii toogee nii surtout weri ko jo def fi mu nekk nii dañoo teg instruments yi fu ñoo dem trafic ñu naa yóbbu deploy leen trafic and then fii ñu bari fii tamit dem nañ peace mission it's not only music you know.
Oh, okay. Kon mu ngi mel ni da ngeen am ay different task yoo leen di def.
Yes, mission dañ fa dem. Kii toog ni tamami toog ni dama mission. My boss himself the director dem na mission.
Okay.
Different people am doing mission and from the band here. So the new one the capability of the band. As let ku jaay wax rek dañu neglect.
Dëgg la
dëgg nañ wàll.
Loolu war nañ koo seetaan.
Waaw lu nekk la am fii. Because so demoon sax fii amoon in the 80s last 1992 la band bi stop loolu riot team band was the only riot team in the Gambia at that time ñu ñoo doon poto from Karton to Kallaji both day and night 92 elections ñoo ko dee cover fu tàngara ñu suñ fa demee rek duñ dee just violent. dañ dee naxante nit ñi.
music.
Yes, you calm.
Wow. I think loolu is important. ñun waroon nañoo mën a solve suñ issues in this country with the police ban. xam nga fu problème nekk police ban bi ñëw. jaama dal loolu I think we have to start thinking on that line. lu ñoo def mooy mbokk yi dañoo ànd ak ban bi ban master mu ngi pare pour entertain ñu moom ak teamam bi lu ñoo def mooy ñu dem ak next song bi ñu delsi. xaw ma lu song bi nekk di wax de waaye nag xam naa ne neex na wow. All right, so let's talk about before we talk about the song we need to talk about the instruments. You know, I'm sitting and looking at the instrument and I'm like I don't know where they source these instruments from. Yes, akumaral nga instrument o nyin na kofo alka nyum baga sol soto mintole.
Okay, abarka bache balde ni instrumental nka bondi from different part of the world, because near you be dol button from UK, dol button from Germany, dol bije world nga tubabo dol soto ja kem makon instrumental to jam.
Okay.
I can find father look. I think he's from Holland. Of an mark instrumental dol to jam. So for that of Gabo Prom over UK London, of an mark when instrumental to jam. I think Germany fananka dol so do fana.
Okay.
Yalo Africa jani instrument sifa buka so do.
Atijang.
Nyem fay ike ordanan.
Okay.
Ko bo tuba bol ya tuba do ko bol.
Ngalo ne instrument nga nyanta expensive.
Ya jibe ni instrument ko fula instrument o tijede.
Bari nyindo mo fula fota ngol.
Nyingama ni jola tala bulunde.
Bukarabu.
So nyimo fulo membe siri mbalate mafon.
Okay.
Wala instrument de kenyine kumande tenor sax. Nyinam tenor sax. Ni ajiba ni wodo identa balla bari mandam fala.
Wodo nyin. Mbaji be kam bari ani nyin different ale.
E ka fole alto.
Okay.
Wolam alto sax. Ni ajibe e munundale. Bari boto nyoko do demanding.
Okay.
Wala nan ko
wala mu nyindori.
Wala nan ko identa balla bari mandam fala.
Okay.
Yo.
So munatina e different for sauno lemba.
Ni ajibe sauno output nyeke membol. Difference ka sarol to demanding.
Okay.
But ni ajibe ile didanya is similar. but coming sound ying can produce well a different sort
of different sort of
so near be instrument jamale bijang so combination of different sounds
okay
come together you'll have
good music song yim fintin
very well
very well ngawo jele
thank you
it's important yes buga nga yoka dara
buga na yoka sulu si tambalim wax band it consists of different types of instruments okay. So the Messi band, see in terms of music, I'm got tenors, I'm got sopranos, I'm got the solos. So bunne ka defa am mo joxe mu melni yow sene la li kile bole nek one. So fa nga amé nak musique bi nu nek la nga play rek nonu instruments yi as kilwa tenor sax, alto sax, clarinets, cornets, euphonium, trombones, ñep different parts ñu play at end of the day ñëpp dafa nekk benn baat.
dëgg la am na solo
yombul na because like soo ñëwee léegi ok dañ dee play music in division. like soo léegi nga ne B flat for the band am na instrument buy play up a tone am na buy dem up a sixth or down a third.
ok
so loolu la ñuy use as music.
dëgg la am na solo léegi song buñ play fii lan la song bi nekk di wax.
song bi daal mooy time of président Jawara bi mu jëlee réew mi as the président like daal griot ñoo create ne mu sabari dalu mu am yërmande si réew mi mu mën a liggéey réew mi.
ok
loolu just like ne daal mu sabari daal di dallu naxante nit ñi réew mi mën a dem.
mu dem kanam. dëgg la am loolu am solo la. But the bandmaster, we don't have to forget him. The bandmaster stand is very significant. I can see him standing and waving his hands. What does the band communicate? I mean, the communication. I want to understand. Without him, can it work?
Yes. Okay. Bandmaster bi. li tax mu toog nekk si kanam mu amee musique bi dafa am timing. dafa am timing. so moom any action bi moo def dafa ànd ak timing.
kon loolu la nekk di def nii
timing dafa am. am nga 2-2 am nga 4-2 am nga 6-8. different loo xalaat rek. bu nekk am na nu moo doxee.
ok.
am na ñu slow am na ñu gën a slow am na ñu gën a fast. so boobu bandmaster mu amee loolu. léegi si part bi si wax da nga si part bi ñu la jox. dañ laa bind ne bii time yi 4-4. des si bandmaster bi time bu ñu leen mën a jox mën na laa jox loolu. moo tax bandmaster nekk si kanam di wéef.
ok moom moo nekk di contrôle time bi
rek am na lu ñooy xam ne lu mu miin. su defee nii bu defee nii bu defee nii am na lu ñu miin. yëpp am na sides.
man dama foogoon ne. mais bii dafa nekk foofu di wéef rek.
dafa am side.
dafa am solo. dafa am ok.
si musique bi
I didn't know. How can I know?
musique bi yaa ngi fa am.
ok
40 piano double 40 double piano.
waaw
so loolu yëpp bandmaster moo koy contrôle. mu si part bi waaye moom daf ko dee cram.
so mu ngi mel ni daal moom su fa nekkul they will be going blindly.
No, they cannot go blindly because it's really on their part. But for him to control them to be able to have what he wants.
Okay.
While it is already indicated in the map, partner B, and then like a piano, fiddle piano. You have why bandmaster the control.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Understand now. That's very important. Apart from state events and and other events for the police and the state. Can we invite our band to a naming ceremony? Can we invite our band to a concert?
Thank you very much. In fact, before I come to that, I want to get you back to a period before the gramophones or recorded music was introduced in the Gambia. A band was the only deliverer of live music. You can imagine, for 7 decades, there was no live music in the entire Gambia except band, other than Muslim dairas and, of course, Christian choirs. Apart from those ones, it is only band that delivers live music, right? So you can see for ceremonies like naming ceremonies, people will hire them from the beginning of the ceremony to the end. Band will play melodious tunes, entertain them. Within the band, we have praise singers, we had griots, we have instrumental or studios bandsmen, right, who were performing, from time immemorial. You can imagine, and up to date. If you need the service of the band during your ceremonies, you hire them. This is why I said bands have two purposes: political and social functions. Political in the sense that, when there are state ceremonies, the band will be hired. Like, talk about Empire Days in those days. Empire Day, Queen's Birthday, Police Day. There is Police Sports Day. Not everybody knows when is Police Sports Day. There is
you have a sports day?
Specific day that is dedicated by the colonialists, by the government of the day at the time.
So do we still celebrate
we
that?
don't, because we don't know.
But how can we
police day?
We need to bring those things back.
We don't know, because we don't know. This is why we are not celebrating. You can only celebrate something that you know. But because we don't know, that there is a date, within the context of the month of May, called Police Sports Day, and police participated all over.
Okay.
Right, yes. And let me tell you, the band, as he rightly stated, it was used for the purpose of riots. When there is disturbances, when there are strikes. For instance, in the 1960s, when Gambians started, being introduced in franchise, that is the right to vote and so. 1960, that was turbulent period for the entire country.
True.
Right. That was the general strike by the dock workers. The band was used to actually quench the rioters. Right. The band was deployed. It was deployed even to the Cape St. Mary, that is in Bakau. It was sent in there for general duties. It was sent to Sukuta for general duty. On 1928, you can imagine, way back in 1928, when how do you call him again? Like their king, the chief at the time, was deposed, right? And they went to Jambanjeli. So there was a police post in 1928 for which bandsmen were executing general duties function there. So you can see the band. We need to know the history of the band. We need to know the function and the purpose of the band. The band is not only there to play all the instruments, no.
But I mean, we need to know, but what are you people doing so that people can know the functions and the importance of the police band?
Thank you very much, because the issue is, because we do not understand, the central position of the band, not only within the police, but at the national level. But now that we are beginning to understand, the purpose of the band, I believe there will be strategies in place, right? Strategies and plans for revamping the activities of the band towards the national interest. Certainly.
Exactly. All right. Ñu waxtaan mu ngi mel ni comme su nekkee ne band bi tey comme weeri koor nekkuñ ci seen activities mu ngi mel ni gaa dañoo dem on to other things dañ bëggoon ñu gën a leeral foofu noonu lan ak lan lañ dee def am na ñoo xam ne dañoo dem ci trafic bi o dañoo dem ci yeneen.
waaw weeri koor bu jotee because weeri koor dañ dee dem low down because nit a ngi or duñ mun a fuuf andu daa xiif fuuf na andu daa xiif te loolu mun nga si am lu bëri moo tax ñu seet commande bi seet ok traffic need nañ support because weeri koor dafay nekk a busy time, a busy month. So the only thing they could do, they need they need nañ the enforcement. Fan lañ ko mën a amee nañ dem ban. Because ban dafa training skills and everything, they know everything. Doesn't mean that because yow jaliba nga rek yow defoo nga so ñu deploy leen. Noonu lañ ne deploy so ñu ne demee weeri koor bi.
Dëgg la. Police ban ñing aka mun ni mun nekke apart from kata banko ye programme o soto etaje e kam hunde mun neke
police ban na activities asiata bachele when it comes to general policing police ban can participate je bachele sometimes in 2019 2020 up to 2023 our personnel were deployed across the country. When there was this
COVID-19,
myself, I was part of the team that was deployed.
Okay.
I was at Serakunda Station.
Okay.
And many of the personnel, Mojama, Bebe Station also, from here up to West Coast. So near be somewhere in the church office, and they know the church office procedures. Do come and beg a church officer kon. Yeah, knowledge. Taking statement, cautionary statement, escorting people to court. You will beg jail. Some were deployed to traffic. Some were deployed to tax force. Day in, day out. You patrol la drone. And near you period on your phone kono a crime jamale detect. And even warranted the late IGP Mahmoud Job. I mojama promote from this unit. Because mojama bije dol bije drug case jamale discover okono.
Okay.
Dol bije saji problem or saji sunya kete dal saji jamalu.
Okay, Michael Wulin.
Okay, now only one member tax force ibe patrol la. Wolle nata wo criminal on yenke apprehend. Mahmoud Job was very happy with that. Akoyo names will send to his office.
Okay.
At the end of the day, another will be promoted because of their good job.
Mashallah.
So ni nada music wala karola fana. Comme in ikavunyame music amut frontière. Ntolka belama. Mulko kulli al sotole ikanajang. They sit with the bandmaster ya itandal ko nga kulli al sotole.
Okay.
Whether civilian or lambang, servicemen or lambang, momwe heo soto, program or soto. In other federal majanto, there are things in command discourse. Nimmoto bembulu. We provide vehicle and fuel. Natanga program on your cover. But if there is no vehicle with us, our consent is motor
transport.
So if you can provide vehicle, we can come and perform. At the end of the day, we go home. So, the functions is too wide.
I think it's important for us to involve the police band more in our community activities.
Very well.
In our concerts, Molka program also the Q City, Molka events also to different places. Why not we involve the police band? You know, because we also need to support. Okay, kodo generator for police band. Binim police band play at an event. Wokodo nanata bita account also. It will support the police band. So I think this is very important. We'll have to go with the bandmaster and his team again. And you are watching a special exclusive interview with the seniors of the police band here at the band house in Kanifing. We'll be right back. Bandmaster, don't go. We need another one. Yes, you're calling you. That affair in there, trop. much, viewers. You're watching a special program with the police band at the band house in Kanifing, and I am Ibrahim Balde. I'm sitting with senior members of the band, and we are going through the history of the police band, the significant role that the police band play. I mean, these people you're seeing here, it's not just a police band. It's a combination of a lot of things. I mean, they can do a lot of things. Once they are not on their band duties, you can send them on the duties on traffic and other official duties as well. So let's talk about the future plans for this band.
Before ever we talk about the future plans of the band, I would like to historicize the first tune there that talks about Fode Kaba. You can never talk about Fode Kaba and finish the history of Fode Kaba without talking about the police. The incident of 1900, on the 14th of June 1900, the Sankanding incident. This is an incident that involves the police, that involved the colonial, the colonial traveling commissioner. That was Sitwell, and of course you had his assistant, that was Silver. They went, of course, with 14 police escorts to actually resolve a rice field dispute. There was a rice field dispute between the people of Sankanding and the people of Jataba. In the course of that, that mediation, the traveling commissioner, that was Sitwell, together with Silver, and 14 police escorts were brutally killed. Right, and they were brutally killed on the 14th of June 1900. And we have a monument that is raised in memory of the Sankanding incident.
That incident happened in the Gambia?
It happens in the Gambia. That's a place we call Sankanding. Sankanding is in the Gambia. That's in Kiang. Now, of which even the following year, Fode Kaba was killed. Right, because there was a bombardment, he was killed in his capital, Medina. Medina is presently in Casamas, where he was killed. Now, the Sankanding incident victims, we are police officers 14 in number. You had a memory. You have like a tomb, like an obelisk that is raised in their memory. It is at Old St. Mary's churchyard. Like when you are going to Makati Square, the church by the left-hand side. Go inside, you will see that symbolizes or evoke a historical memory of the incident of 14 June 1900.
And that's news to me.
Right, not only news to you, not only news to you, but news to many people, and even including police officers, because it is not celebrated. That date is not celebrated, 14th of June. It is not celebrated. It should be celebrated in honor.
So what are we gonna do so that we start celebrating those things?
Certainly, I believe the command is listening, and the command now knows that something of that nature is somewhere hidden, very close to the headquarters.
Because that will not be fair enough to those that lost their life during that incident.
Very important, very, very important, very important. We need to commemorate them. But because I would like to believe, because people don't know that this is what is happening, or this is what had happened, and we already have a tone at somewhere around, Makati Square, that is the old St. Mary's Church. People don't know. I believe, something could be done about it. I know we have a committed, leadership. I have no doubt that something could be done. I have no doubt.
All right.
And you talk about the police,
the future plan
of the police band. Let me tell you, the police band could be transformed into a police musical school, because these are people that can read music sheets and they can read music notations too. Now, it is the only institution in the entire country where music can be taught. So we could transform the police band into a police musical school. Of course, where aspiring the future Gambian musicians could be trained. Right, we have the capacity. The band has the capacity. And this could be, again, the band could be a great spinner of income for the police. Yes, because it will be formalized. It will be a formalized school, of which admissions, there is fees for admission and there is also fees for training. So you can see, because they have the capacity. I have no doubt, no iota of doubt in my bosom that they have the capacity.
They will do it. Yeah, so laftale pour mole nga instrumental manu jang amame nga different instrumental for bari fana nga drum mo fana njije ikaming lipateng. Can you tell me the significance?
Okay, niya jube Drumal membije is 3. Warma banyeng walem bass drum. Okay, membo warma banyi no walem tenor drum.
Okay.
Okay, mem fanambo no ma by size walem side drum. Wala niajibe during parade. Ike belt or cross. Then you have to hook jante. Ika wala side drum.
Okay.
Then you can play. So wala ke walni bass drum or combine ke step all the parade lane. If the parade is on, correct step the parade niya na. Afanang ke musico di andi bachelor.
Okay. Akuma yata bake. Instrumental doom. How quickly do we get them? Because at some point, time in ila watoka ban.
Very
so
well.
You need to get them maybe for every 2 years or 3 years. How altol ka soto nyadi?
Okay, elo question o beti atabachi. Komi nying front row ikamen jetting. Yin tenor sax and alto sax. Malum fay nyaka buton je ko ma mulon al temba. Niaji be wolu. Fenne ba ko niaji be camera bor ke sa mulon.
Okay.
Wol ka banne. Anu banda no jolonta. You cannot have correct note, correct tune it also no la jet. So wol bu ko soto jang. Ngol be ordanan. So alhamdulillah ni wol tinyata. Nimma replacement of sodal nkata pack at the condemned store. So same thing ningalo parcel soto. The only person be mem fananka wol repairno. Wolem nanyim boss member Siri Bulbakaro latin.
Oh, okay. So you repair as well?
No, nyindong member tongon.
Okay. All right. Nice.
So atefana coming boss me ada karandi. Almane manin kafar kelai.
Amin.
Wo bantale. Wole ada karandi aka instrumento mem play. Bara ma karandi fero da malad. Aka instrumento natinya ta nyanta repair nyama karandi wo belale. Fo bi atel be mbulujang. Me alon ko ni nata wo repair la. Atel ko fanan kenoja.
So nying anati nyara ateka repair.
Aka repair nim parts sorta.
Okay.
Wo klaro do men ba tongon do jana. The same thing. Wol fanan nati nyata e beke the same phone call la use. Ni ajibel fingering all the 9 fingers. Abe do ko sorta jel.
Okay.
Wala nankate mongo fula instrumental. All the 9 fingers too abele kata. Yalo koliatel de.
But that is really strange.
Very well.
How do they all go together?
Indeed. Adu ke wala kede. Bekata nyola. You just look at your part. Bul ko ndun bita kete ba read kam. Wala nan ko nyin alalo soro le nyim fanati. Alalo soro le nyenti.
To nyaram. Music fanan safero le bije.
Ayen na bo sininga ko do fanan na jang. Iko fay fenne regret bang ko min katara e bano ri.
Nkai ko. Ate mune mo ala motivation ote.
Exactly.
Mune ase mune jibira safu nying birimbe jan se wota bake pour que tara nyinto.
Hey, alhamdulillah ji bi jang Mr. Balde. Ntol nga ala tentu ba ci janne de. From the bandmaster to the last person. Nga ala tentu jawi working here as a family. Jang ninga ko so mbele ka nyola ko muta nyofe. We janna ko de nya baci.
Alhamdulillah.
Nga nyola ko muta baci. So wakammala nim fano ke defay ko korondol ka futana jang ina do ko wala. Because the moment you come here, even the stress or so on, once you are here, it's gone. Music wala bo nyama.
To nyaram.
Once you are into music, han ni ku ya be kono. Woni ku ya.
Ndafa mimbala moy kan ya mimpile jang. Nga kuol bele lande mbe focus.
Akala la o bitala force la woti.
Wo kuma yata ba.
Adun na bo se point do ma jam bar nga muru ko ma do man nga la mana. During the student demonstration here, I remember, there was a big noise in the country. Our then bandmaster, Mr. Job, Mbai Job, eti alo wal.
Job,
Lundo sori da nardo kula demonstration of the following day. Akomole instrumental fix banga findi silo kan nga match nga mamma ko saro kono. Ngokele de. But alhamdulillah, at the end of the day, mo jamana da ko nyimuta ya muta ndame ya landi
ya landi
fola bon dol ko bula banu noma
ndeysaan
ni be studio ko mbo match lam bitala yalo fon da manda mo kayrol
because yalo mune keta sometimes ni mole police soldier dula dolto e ka mirale ko crime mole mo
very well
you know but the police ba nata ka kayro sabatindi mol tema so that is very interesting so future plans for this band.
Well, I may not be in position to actually tell you.
But what do you think?
Possible
future plans, yes.
One, I stated it could be transformed into a musical, school
Okay.
for the police in order to earn a decent income for the Gambia police force. You understand? Now, also, because they also complain about mobility, and I believe mobility, I know with the present leadership, I have no doubt he listens, and he's always very much interested in improving and inspiring, motivating officers and units of the force. I have no doubt something could be done about the band. I know you have very good plans for the band. Yes, you have very good plans, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, I have no doubt in
Interesting.
Yes, I know.
Su ñoo jël ay nit pour band bi naka lañ ko dee jëlee comme naka lañ dee recruter dañoo ñëw ñun yëpp ñu nekk after soo leen pare ngeen ne ok ñi dem leen police band o ñoom ñoo dee wone seen interest dama bugg a nekk si band bi.
non ok man li ma fekkoon bi ma join police dañoo def seen sélection den ñu call band bi tamit ñu def seen on sélection ñi nga xam ne soo demee boo train pare da ngaa ñëw band officiel yi.
ok
soo ko deful noonu suñ demee train rek mun nañoo change seen course.
oh.
waaye ñii dañuy jël pour band they have to come to the band.
ok
suñ ñëwee ñu start jànga music bi from A. but thank God today amuñ ba naxaat difficulté boobu noonu. dañoo jëlee from the scout ñi nga xam ne mun nañoo play instrument jàngal leen.
ok
luy music.
ok noonu lañ ko dee defee
waaw ñun noonu lañ ko fekkee tam ñun noonu lañ ko defee. waaw.
nice
bon fii soo tegee fii Genewal ak band bi yëpp daa from the scout band.
ok
and they are very helpful. ok ma ngay ñëw tamit li nga laajte kii di future for.
waaw
li ñu soxla woon tey fii ay xale yu ndaw fi nekk let's be fair enough.
that's true
ñun jeexal nañ. dañoo dem ñu fi nekkoon anañu.
waaw
nekkatuñ fii. te ñii ñooy xale ñoo war a dem. te li leen war a dimbale mooy ñu yónnee xale yi jàngi si biti.
absolutely
band bi mun a am future.
absolutely
mun a am fan bu
absolutely
ñun jeexal nañ man bu soxla ma ko kii soxlawu ko. waaye xale yi soxla nañ pour ndimbal ñu dem jàngi.
waaw loolooy dëgg.
parce que soo jógee. kii laas jógee course jàngi musique. ci Gambia police band mooy Yebi Mbaalo ak Sagin Dabo.
loolu ban at la.
loolu indi 67 or 68.
loolu yàgg na.
loolu yàgg na
so since then amuñu dem jàngi
kenn dem fenn. xanaa the effort of this diaspora ñoom Mr Fall ak Ndiop.
waaw
ñoo ñu dimbale isuñu fi Ghanaian bi at least.
mu jàngal.
du jëfi jàngal dafa ñëw pour assess ñu daal seet fu ñu toll bi ñu report am te tout assessment now bi ñu report am sax na ko si commande bi pour seet naka ñoo dimbale. te man am have assurance ne. te gom naa di commande bi toog. Sidi Mustar. xam IGP. am 100% sure. li ñu soxla waxuma it's not possible la pour nga am yëpp waaye am nañ yaakaar. dinañ am li ñu gën a soxla. te ñu ngi ko ñaanal yàlla tamit ñu am li ñu soxla si moom.
ok
beneen li fi léegi laa fàtte bi ma commencé ni kii soo faxatanoo nga fol urus. balaa ngaa xel fu nga foree da ngaa seet fu nga faxatanoo.
dëgg la.
ñun am na fi ñu jógee ba àgga fii tey. te ñii di ñu fa yóbbu. te ñooñu tamit duñu leen mën a fàtte ñu leen naa gërëm di leen sant man Mbaye Diop laa fekka fii. Nasiru Martin. Ebi Mbaalo. Modou Mané Elman Cissé. Njaañ. ñu fekk si baan bi. te ñooñu jàngal te li ma am sama bopp tey. te li ma mën a jox keneen.
waaw ñooñu foofu la jógee
ma gërëm leen sant leen.
dëgg la
waaw
dëgg la.
ñeneen ñu dunda. waaye ñu dee
ndeysaan amiin amiin.
waaye ñun tam loolu mooy suñu concern loolu tam mooy suñu aîné.
waaw
fu ñu eggale. ñun tam bëgg na ñii àgga foofu noonu. waaye through the help of the authorities.
waaw
ñu xale yi jàngi.
dëgg la
musique bi
dëgg la
am solo.
thank you yes.
Yes, I wanted to reinforce him when you talk about capacity building. Capacity building, it was going on, and the last one was in 1964, when Nichols, that is 194 Sergeant Nichols, who was sent with a constable and a PC to Neelan Hall, that is in London, to actually read music. That is, he was sent for the band mastership, but the other constables were sent for the people's cause. Since then, nobody was sent. But I believe with the present IGP, I believe he will do something about capacity building instrument for the band. Either send them, in fact, either send them to the sub-regional, musical schools, or even anywhere in abroad.
In the world.
In the world, in the world. I believe that he could do something about them.
Exactly.
To build their capacity, which is very important. Another thing that is overlooked about the band, you see these instruments, playing them, you have to use a lot of force, a lot of energy. By right, every day, a bandsman must be drinking milk. Because let me tell you, some of them suffer from hernia. Yes, from hernia and other diseases. And they are playing this instrument, suffering in silence. To be honest, ask the bandmaster.
Okay.
Ask them, they know about it. So it is not easy.
So you mean you need energy to blow that?
Of course, extra energy. So you need more support. They need more support.
Okay.
Particularly when it comes to, in fact, there is a need to even have medical checkup, either monthly or so.
True.
Yes, so that attention could be given. True. But I know with the present leadership, he could do something about that to address. Because if you don't know, you will not be able to address. But if you know what my problems are, you'll come in and actually try to salvate it.
Okay, so each instrument, is it assigned to a specific person? This is your instrument, you have to take care of it. You don't have to let anyone mess around with it.
I think Tamba can help.
Okay. Come here for men. Anyanta kele wol fo nyam. Once another banjang, ye isu instrumento men.
Ha.
For jandi tebe jambulala.
Italem.
Momanya no instrumento mala. But coming out for nyama, we still have constraints. We don't have enough. So in situation like that, be it about nyemfelale, some doya fe, sinin in doya fe. Eventually, at the end of the day, it can cause what?
It can cause sickness. It can cause certain diseases. Yeah.
What supporting me need wala bachela. So that every member of the police band young base our own personal instruments in motor fali.
Ayanda kela wala.
Come afanyameng isturu abelaru wala fananyam, and it was a medical doctor's advice that every band personnel should drink at least on a daily basis a tin of milk. A tin of milk. Puru munkama na health. Puru na health nyeng. Nyanda problem odo sodla from the instrument. Neo milk nyemeng abe tankala wala.
Abe tankala.
Yajale. So many people got sick here. Dol alhamdulillah ebe balu kon han kabe ba dol fata as a result of long illness.
Certain things.
Dung do bije fang ayanda tala nung treatment na up to India. But I don't know whether it was lack of fun. At the end of the day, father leptano to
Amantano. Oh, very sad. Okay, so I'm ban Mastafan Nyininkala. More traditional songs, the likes of Jaliba Kuyate and any other traditional song. More sa Kosinoba.
As far as music, Alondo Bembule, Akebili Bembule, understand? And then the people are really men come. We saw anytime left a man about dealer and Castole.
Okay.
We can play as much as many.
So which traditional song do you have?
We have the Fula.
Give me the Fula traditional song.
No Fula, but
I want to hear the Fulani traditional song. What we do that? I'll be surprised to hear the band playing it, honestly. So we go ahead with that. This one is my song. This one is our song. Ndeysaan. Oh, I know the song. This is Jallo Jerry. Oh, Lelio Jallo Jerry. I know the song. Okay, Jaliba.
Then
We go.
the second one.
Nice one. I mean, I'm surprised. They've given me the Fulani song and at the same time the Jaliba song. I'm proud of the police band. You know, keep up the good job. This is real talent. This is what we call talent, and all you need is support for you to move. So Fallen Muna Nekarek tay ñu ngi fi si Kanifing si band house bi ñu ngi waxtaan ak police band seen kilifa yi xam nañ taxaw bi nga xam ne loolu la gaay taxaw si réew mi bu nekkee ne am nañ ay programme yi bu nekkee réew nguur baay am programme bu nekkee ne réew mi yu mel ni independence ak yu mel noonu lu am solo la gis nañ fii lu gaay teg lu gaay def lu am solo la kon how long la leen jël pour gaay mën a compose songs yu mel nii pour ñu mën a defar
ok xam nga am na songs yu nga xam ne locally we can sing it on our own loolu dafa des yow sa scale of music li nga mën a woy
waaw
di nga mën a play in music through the skills waaye it's not something hard ok fi ñu am difficulté mooy western music bu ñëwee foo ñu dem through read ko spell ko you spell it just like how you spell ABC because music is composed from A to G it's only A to G
ok moom A to G
A to G la rek so all li nga am si musique bi da nga amee from A to G amuloo I amul dem J K non from A to G nga am
mooy musique bi yëpp
waaw because music I am stave which consists of 5 lines 4 spaces those 5 lines 4 spaces 5 lines yi mu nga see bind music space nga bind music am nga tam extension of music above the stave and below the stave so li la xam-xam la daal li nga xam ne daal moom foog nga am solo waaw foog nga mun a nekk si mbir waaw loolu moom mun a xam
mbokkaay du yàgga dinañ tëj programme bi ate melam be programme o stop la pour nga jibe na kebal ya final Warsaw Mill soto batu nga dati jana lafta pour ya fonya munemu alla wosi dati as a police band alafta Mansakunda philanthropy ani mol mil yalon ko be siri be jibero la adnu yalon ne ko nyim fonse makoy
thank you very much Mr. Balde ntolbi na wosida menti walem lafta let the Gambian take the ownership of this band nyimbano Gambian band lam it's not a foreign band so mfong ownership tabang let them invest their money to support this band other countries individual like kodo bondike ila band sponsor ngol beji jan bantol fanana nyimbano bimbe sular makolo menna instrument
okay
overseas training komin na boss ya fanyamen ntol we've already carry each but leftan na nyindi ngol la fanan prepare so that this band will have the future but without that until we have gone through so many obstacles jandim baftalbito because of what manta music current loud all what we know is here
aliya karanjan
mbenga karanjan nyindu ro ko jana nga siwol do ngana cricket and quavers nga karanjet We have the blackboard is inside. Ngole finna nge karandi janto. The little we know nge karandi wala. So malla findol ngat kolya kol men taki. Nye o taki.
Ha.
So leftel at least na get 3 or 4 people left from them. Well faneta karawne murunda. Ni murunta. At least it will take the band to another level.
True.
Memman kenye level ot. They are good people. They are fine players. Because near Jube men they are fine players. It become more currently within 3-4 months. In the next 8 months, like America,
and you know it takes discipline, Fanang.
Well, I forgot to mention that this band cannot go without discipline. Police itself is a discipline force. That's why we have somebody with the red strap.
Okay.
He's the sergeant major. He's the man responsible of the discipline.
Oh, okay.
Of the band.
Okay. I tell you.
Nila korsido about independent lungani other parade matches. Yine ke taminya na ko do kol fay sam.
Okay. Ha.
Dol ka fon camera na do ko fay camera fo magic lam. Akamu tanyamen.
To nyala.
Nying afana ala so londo la. Ibadi wala nyawo nyambare fulo lo nyawo nyambara fana wolondo o fanna nyi o fanna nyawi ay jeno baje ha yajele so fana discipline maintain na banto jambaje because tol kebal tol we cannot come down to their level ngombe discipline na fenkela jam so wala ngate soto with his deputy e tol la marsan tol nin dindungol temala e ke makoy dindungol kana dunjang kana nyinke nyimbula nyinke
to nyala
yajel so nim ko tar out of their hand would more like and we find a very rare pro way left hand it will call level at their level so Gambian se makoy se makoy tol wol tambida ba nyindi ni wol ndingol mbarindi wol mamari wol
wallahi
so nyim banko membe ke kante banku do kolam
ya mutefe
banku do kolam
ala barka thank you very much just in few seconds
exactly my appeal to the general public is let them take ownership as Tamba stated. Police alone cannot do it.
True.
You know, we are rendering service to the general public and residents of the Gambia.
True.
So whosoever can chip in, definitely, you know, you do that because like capacity building that he talks about. Individual companies or institutes or NGOs can do that.
Can support.
And as well, you can even have like, you know, when band is moving, they go with their instrument. You know, you can see mobility is an issue.
True.
You know, you can see their boss. That is that.
It's parked.
So you can see. So logistics is a concern.
True.
And capacity building.
Thank you.
For the men.
Thank you. A few seconds. Tagato.
Bale banda man ma ngeen QTV jërë ngeen jëf itam man ngeen jërë ngeen jëf góor sogule ñëw ngeen waxtaan ñun ba ñun tam ñu wax li nekk si ñun
waaw
lu ñoo daj coono bi ñoo daj thank you so much for that ba pare du ma fàtte tamit maa ngi gërëm suma commande bi di IGP personally and the passwords all ku nekk play na sa rôle parce que moom moo nekk fi tey ñu ngi ko gërëm di sant trop gis na li moo tray yàlla na ko yàlla yàggal may kattan ñu dimbale ñu am luñ bugga
amiin
inshallah
jërë ngeen jëf thank you very much xam naa dinañ tàggatoo ba pare dinañ ànd ak bandmaster bi moo ak baanam waaye ñu ngi jaajëfal suñ collègues yi ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo taxaw pour production bi mun a dem ñu mel ni ñoom Bala Moussa ñoom M Diallo ñoom Lassana Tunkara ñoom Francis ñoom Mam Se Abdou képp koo xam ne yaa ngi fi rek ñoom faxa the whole QTV crew ñu ngeen jërë ngeen jëf ak yéen seetaankat yi amuñ seen fay dinañ seet nu ñoo gën a mën a pousser ñu jàppale loolu di police ban bi jërë ngeen jëf